Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be speaking about my weekly video that was missed last week. It's going to cover some NRL news, including the trial. I spoke about the trial, the Indigenous and Maori. Apparently I pronounced that wrong, but I thought Maori was pronounced like that. Sorry to whoever I offended. Speak about the A-League and of course the NBA. Let's get in this video. If you guys don't know as well, keep an eye out for the channel. In about, let's say within 2 hours, I'm going to be dropping my full NRL 2020 season preview. I'm expecting a lot of hype around this video. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I have some crazy bold prediction. But anyway, let's get into the weekly tips. So guys, we'll quickly touch on the NRL. Week 2 of the trial. We have the Roosters up against the Knights. We have the not sure who Sharks are playing, sorry. We have the Dragons up against the Rabbitohs in the Charity Shield. We've got the Warriors and the West Tigers, where Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has been announced to play, as well as Leilua. Kalyn Ponga announced for the Knights team as well. This mouse isn't working at the moment. And then Parramatta have a really strong team, so looking forward to that. Will I do a tipping video on the trials? Probably not. I do think Parramatta will beat Penrith. I'm going to say 22 points to 10. What else have we got? Roosters won the World Club Challenge on Sunday. The Storm will play the Cowboys in a trial as well. Bulldogs will play the Raiders. I believe that match is in Port Macquarie. Predicted lineups, season previews. There hasn't been too much NRL news. This is big news coming out today. The Knights have offered Kalyn Ponga a new deal, which includes playing for the New Zealand All Blacks, which is really interesting. Be interesting to see whether Kalyn Ponga does sign this deal or leaves it be. Yeah, not sure what to say about this one at the moment. The Sharks will play the Sea Eagles in a trial. There you go. Williams grabs Sharks number 13 jersey, Manly's Turbo Boost. Great news. Curtis Scott to debut for Canberra amid NRL investigation. So it looks like Curtis Scott will start for the Raiders. Gold Coast Titans absolutely interested in David Fifita. Mal Meninga confirms. David Fifita looking likely to go to the Gold Coast. We'll have to wait and see. Big news here. South Sydney Rabbitohs announced Adam Reynolds as their new captain. Great work for Adam Reynolds. I think he's in for a big season, and being a captain I think is going to be good. Brandon Smith to miss 4 to 6 weeks with a facial fracture. Very sad news there for the bench player at the Melbourne Storm, who has a lot of potential. Broncos versus Titans in a trial match as well. Eels versus Panthers, a sellout. Fury gets behind Kyle Flanagan. Cody Nikorema's time to shine after setting into the Warriors. Do you guys think Cody Nikorema might be playing in the number 9 jersey for the Warriors this year? I want to know what everyone thinks. Cameron McInnes' potential earlier expected return. Cleary backs Tyrone May. Yeah, not confidence. Stephen Kearney confident David Fusitu'a can make a good impression playing in the centres rather than on the wing. I think David Fusitu'a's got potential. There's the highlights from the World Club Challenge. Yeah, that's about it, guys, for the NRL. But yeah, I spoke about those trial games, big games on the weekend. Looking forward to watching some of the highlights for the trail. Josh Reynolds also looks like he may play the number 9 jersey for the West Tigers in the pre-season trial. Johnny Matatia injured in heavy trial loss against the Dragons last week. Few injuries, shocking at the moment. There's 15 days till the NRL season, but yeah, let's get into the NBA. So guys, the NBA had some absolutely wonderful matches today. The Bucks against the Raptors. I backed the Bucks by 1 to 10. They won this one by 11. brilliant game of basketball. 108 points to 97. Raptors have been in some very good form. The Bucks have been unstoppable. They've secured a playoff spot. They're looking very dangerous, and they did beat the Raptors in this match. Bulls played Thunder. They put in a good fight, but the Thunder got the win here, 124 to 122. I thought the Thunder would have won this and won well, but the Bulls really surprised me. Nuggets and Pistons, bit of a bludger game really. Nuggets 115, Pistons 98. Lakers and Pelicans, I thought we played good for the most part. Shut down Zion as much as we could. I think he still finished the match on about 27 points, 118 to 109. Wasn't expecting a blowout match, to be honest. Trailblazers and the Celtics. Celtics 118, Trailblazers 106. And the Warriors and the Kings, another bludger match. Kings 112, Warriors 94. Thought the Warriors put in a bit of a fight, but unfortunately they could not get the job done here. Steph Curry is rumoured to be playing for the Golden State Warriors against the Wizards, I believe, on Sunday afternoon. Wow. Wonder what will happen here. Looking forward to it. Anyway, guys, let's get into the tips. Brooklyn Nets will play the Washington Wizards. I'm going for a bit of an upset here at $2, so they're not paying too much, unfortunately. I think the Wizards will win this game. I think it'll be a very close game, but I think the Wizards will run away with this win. The New York Knicks against the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets have played some pretty good b-ball at the moment, but I think the Knicks will get this one done. The Knicks at the moment, I believe, where's the conference? That's Eastern. It's not going to show me Western. I think the Knicks are sitting in around about 12th spot. New York Knicks. Where are they? 13th, just behind the Pistons. Yeah, not too bad. I think the Knicks will beat the Hornets in that match. 76ers versus Cavaliers. Cavaliers pulled off a big upset yesterday. I believe it was against Miami Heat. I think the Philadelphia 76ers will be too good in this match. A short price at $1.30. Next up, we have the Timberwolves up against the Heat. I think there's potential for the Timberwolves to win this game at $4.45. I think the Heat will get the job done though. I'm going to even say that they get this job by 12 points, so 11 plus for the Heat. Next up, we have the Dallas Mavericks against the San Antonio Spurs. I'm going to go for an upset here. I'm going to go with the San Antonio Spurs. They let me down the other day, but I don't know. I think the Mavericks, they've got a good squad, but the Spurs are popping up and winning against some tough teams. And I think this is a team that they can potentially beat. So $2.74, I'm backing the Spurs for an upset. Next up, we have Orlando Magic against the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks are looking a lot better. Trae Young's shooting is just unforgettable at the moment. Loving it. Orlando Magic did beat Brooklyn Nets, I believe it was, yesterday. But I'm going to go with the Hawks here. $2.07. Short priced again for the Hawks. I'm going to go with the Hawks to beat Orlando. Next up, we have the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Houston Rockets. $1.18 versus $4.95. I think the Houston Rockets will win this. I think they'll win quite well. I'm going to go the Rockets by maybe 16 points. Next up, we've got the Clippers up against the Phoenix Suns. The Suns have been playing a lot better than lately. The Suns now have 34 losses and 24 wins. They're starting to get a few wins together. They're getting very close to sliding into that 10th position. If they get 2 more wins, the Suns can actually be in the top 9 for the Western Conference. But I do think the Clippers will win this game. I thought the Clippers have struggled a little bit lately. I think they'll really click this game. I think maybe by 8. I think it'll be a 1-10. I think the Suns can really push it against them. And finally, we have the Boston Celtics against Utah Jazz. Boston Celtics are $2.47. Utah Jazz are $1.55. I'm going to go for another upset here. I'm going to go for the Boston Celtics. Yes, that's right, Nick from Australia. I'm backing your team to get it done over the favourites being Utah Jazz. I've been doing very good in multi over the last couple of days. So let's do a multi. Let's go with the Hawks. I'm quite confident that the Hawks can beat the Magic. Let's go for the Hawks at $2.07. Let's chuck them in head to head. We go to another game here. If I press back, does that go all the way back or just back a little bit? And this mouse is playing up at Nans. All right. The Wizards I'm pretty confident with, but I think adding the Hawks adds a bit too much pressure. I'm going to go with the Heat 11 plus. $2.07 there. I'm going to go, I think the Celtics can beat the Jazz. I also think that the game, I'll have a look at the margin, but the unders, I think this game could go into the unders in a match double. Player combo markets, no. Look, we'll just go Boston Celtics, even at $2.47. I think that's a good price you can get for them. I think the Celtics will win this one. And Utah have lost 3 in a row now. Phoenix Suns, Houston, and San Antonio Spurs. I like what they're doing. Celtics to win by 1-10. They're at $8 to win by 11 plus. That's great value. I don't see them winning by 11 plus though. And finally, we will go with the Clippers 1-10 at $2.70 versus Clippers 11 plus $2.60. So we're going to go Atlanta Hawks head to head, the Heat 11 plus, the Boston Celtics to upset Utah, and the Clippers 1-10 paying $28. Look, $2.50 on that bet there. That'll get you $71.43. Hope you guys enjoy some big games of basketball. Do you agree with my tips? Do you disagree? Let's get into it. Okay guys, so for the final part of this video, let's speak about the A-League tips. Over the weekend we had a few upsets actually, a few big games. We had the Wellington Phoenix 2-0 over Western United. We had the Western Sydney Wanderers beating Adelaide United 5-2. It was 4-2 at halftime. Brilliant, thrilling, great game. Go and check out the highlights. Brisbane Roar, 1-1 draw against Perth Glory. Newcastle Jets, 1-1 draw against Melbourne Victory. I was confident Melbourne Victory were going to win that game. And Mariners, 1-0 against Sydney FC into 3-0 in the final 5 fucking minutes. Anyway, getting sick of this fucking team, honestly. Another wooden spoon coming our way, no doubt. Sydney FC on Friday night will play the Western Sydney Wanderers. Sydney FC are on fire at the moment. They've had 1 loss this season. They've had 1 draw, I believe. Maybe even no losses. I'm pretty sure they've had 1 loss, 1 draw. This match they're going to draw. They're going to draw 1-1 or 2-1. 1-1 with the Western Sydney Wanderers. They will not win this game, and neither will the Wanderers. Newcastle Jets against Perth Glory. Didn't they play on the weekend, or was that Brisbane Roar? Okay, all good. Newcastle Jets against Perth Glory. I think Perth Glory will win this one. I'm going to go with Perth Glory 3-1. I think they'll be too good, even though it's at Newcastle. Next up, we have Melbourne Victory against Adelaide United. Tough game to pick. Adelaide have been in great form. Melbourne have slipped up a bit lately, but they're due a win. I'm going to go Adelaide United 2-1. Western United against the Central Coast Mariners. Western United. Oh, fuck. I'm going to say Western United 2-0. Just sick of it, eh? And Melbourne City up against Brisbane Roar. I'm going to say that Brisbane Roar won't score. And I'm going to say that Melbourne City will win this one at home. They'll win it quite well. I'm going to go with Melbourne City 4-0. I'm not going to do bets in regards to the A-League. Vlogged out of my sports bet. Getting ready for my NRL season preview. But yeah, they're my tips for the A-League. So we're going to go with a draw. We're going to go with Perth Glory. We're going to go with Adelaide United, Western United, and a massive win to top off the weekend with Melbourne City beating Brisbane 4-0. Anyway guys, if you like this video, like it. Hit that subscribe button. Leave your comments with your predictions in the comments. And I'll see you guys over in my NRL 2020 season preview.